What if I told you that 1 month from now, you have to pack your bags, gather everything you own, and leave your country? Perhaps forever. Imagine this, landing at an airport, a country you've never been to before. New friends, new lifestyle, new home. Everything is different. Seems scary? Doesn't have to be. Hello, my name is Aditya Agrawal and I'm 16 years old. I'm from India and today I'll be talking about why new experiences shape you as a pioneer of tomorrow. So this new experiences, what I mean by it, I mean traveling the world. I mean exploring new cultures. I mean being someone new. And the word pioneer. What a complex word. What actually shapes someone to be a pioneer? Well, obviously new experiences, but what are the benefits of these new experiences? And that is what we'll be uncovering today. So my journey started off in India. I was born in Lucknow, and at just 5 years old, my dad's job got transferred to Dubai. Yeah, wow, Dubai. I had no idea who Dubai was, where Dubai was, what Dubai was. But at 5 years old, anything new was exciting. So off we went to Dubai. 7 whole years passed by. New friends were made. Sorry, family was made. And then came another move. The US of A, New York. 1 year was all I had. Before I could even settle in, it was time to pack my bags. And off we went to the land of potatoes, Ireland. 2 whole years passed by in Ireland. And then finally my parents decided I need some stability, so they shipped me off here at TASIS. No, don't worry, I wanted to be here. However, each and every one of these experiences were special to me. First, these experiences taught me adaptability. Adaptability, yes, so we hear the word often, but do we actually know what it means? It means growing from change. It means tolerating change. And it means learning from change. Every time I moved to a new country, of course I had to step out of my comfort zone. It was not easy, especially when I came to TASIS. Now you might be thinking, Aditya, you moved to 4 different countries before TASIS. What are you on about? You should be adapted by now, no? Yes, but it was the first time here without my parents. And that was difficult. However, with the support of house parents and of course the magic of adaptability, it made it so much easier. Adaptability is also about flexibility. I've been playing tennis for about 10 whole years now. I know, it's crazy. But when I went to New York, I could never find the right time. It was either too snowy, too rainy, too cold, too wet. I could never play tennis, and it was the only sport I knew. But that doesn't mean I quit sports altogether. I picked up a new sport, basketball. Day by day, I trained and I got better. And to all of our surprises, I'd say, this year, I got the chance to compete abroad in Barcelona, Spain, for basketball. It's crazy. A sport I once knew nothing about became a sport I could travel abroad for. And that's what adaptability does. It helps you try new things and it helps you pick up new things. As well as that, adaptability is about fitting in. Aditya, what are you talking about fitting in? Isn't it about being your own person, being unique? Yes, but fitting in for me is blending into your environment, your surroundings, without losing your individuality. For me, positivity was the most helpful tool. Yes, positivity. If you have a smile on their face, they will have a smile on their face. People match your vibe wherever you go. If you have a smile on your face, people are attracted to you. They're drawn to you, and they want to talk to you. And that's what made fitting in so much easier. The communication part of it. Positivity helped immensely. That's when I realized adaptability is not just a skill. No, it's a mindset. Whether it's technologies, cultures, people, the world is changing. Change is inevitable, and those who know how to adapt don't just survive in a changing world. No, they thrive and they lead in it. Secondly, these new experiences taught me leaving behind. Not just leaving behind, but how to leave behind. Leaving behind for me is keeping a special place in my heart for the people and places that I leave, obviously, but also moving on. I learned that leaving behind is like gripping sand. The harder you clench your fists, the faster it lets go. But that doesn't mean I wasn't close to any of my friends. I was as tight as gorilla glue with them. I learned to never rule out the possibility that one day I might have to let them go. For example, when I went to New York, I was living in a temporary accommodation for 3 months. It was just my family. I had no friends at the time there. But, and of course I missed my friends back in Dubai. They were 7/12 of my life, basically. They were 7/12 of my life. They were my family. However, I learned to move on. I thought about the new people I would meet and the new experiences that I would have, and that fueled me. The thing is, people in today's world think leaving behind is all about letting go and just never talking to them again. But that's where they're wrong. Leaving behind for me is, sure, moving on, but learning how to keep those connections. For example, when I went to Dubai 3 months ago, I met my best friends 3 years later. It was like nothing had changed. Why? Because I connected with them. I kept that connection. I never let them go. Whether it's moving to a new country, shedding bad habits, or letting go of past relationships, leaving behind is one of the most important skills that a pioneer of tomorrow can have. Third, I learned appreciation of culture. Culture, what a diverse word. It's the culture you represent. It's the music you represent. It's the food you represent. It's the music you represent. It is you. It is your identity and it is you. But sometimes it's hard. It's hard to appreciate that. Sometimes it takes being abroad to appreciate that. Thanks to my parents, I was always in touch with my culture. I spoke Hindi at home, which has made me multilingual. I took spiritual classes, which gave me perspective in life. And that made me realize that no matter where I am in the world, my roots are always with me. But the thing is, here's where it gets interesting. Appreciating my own culture helped me appreciate others. For example, when I went to Ireland, there's a sport called hurling. It's actually the national sport of Ireland. I knew nothing about it, obviously, because I just moved there. But when I went there, all the kids my age were talking about it. So I was like, sure. I looked it up the day I went back home, and the next day I went to school. I learned a bit about the sport. So I talked to the new people, and that kick started that conversation. And that made me realize that appreciation of culture kickstarts those hard conversations and helps build those relationships. My best friend here at TASIS, he's an Arab and he's Muslim. And because I lived in Dubai for 7 years, I knew a bit about his culture. And he knew a bit about mine. That deepened our connection. And that is what made me realize that culture is not just about tradition. It's about connection. And appreciation of culture helps build true pioneers of tomorrow. Fourth, lastly, these new experiences taught me how to explore and learn. Yes, explore and learn. Learn about what, you may ask. Learn how to learn about people's cultures and backgrounds. What that does for you. Life can become monotonous. It can be tedious. When you live in a country for too long, you meet the same people, you live the same life, you're having the same conversations. It becomes boring. But when you step out to another country, you learn. You learn about other people's backgrounds and their experiences. When I went to New York, I lived in a predominantly Jewish community. And all the kids my age were turning 13. And in the Jewish tradition, at the age of 13, they have a tradition called the bar mitzvah, which marks a significant step in the aging process. So sure, I went to the bar mitzvahs, I had fun with my friends there, but as a long-term effect, that gave me a shared experience to talk about. My friend here, Tats, he's Jewish, and that's what started our conversation. I talked about it because it was a shared experience that we had, and that helped to build our relationship. When I went to Ireland, they go, "What's the crack, boy?" What? What? I didn't know what they meant. But through time, I picked up on their rhythm, their humor, their expressions, and I picked up their accent. You might be hearing, I have a mix of American, Irish, British, Indian, it's everywhere. I know, it's all over the place. But the thing is, I learned about people, about their country's accent. And that's what shows a sense of belonging. It helped me fit in, and more importantly, it helped the other people think that I was one of them. When I came here to TASIS, I go, "Where'd you come from?" I go, "Ireland." They go, "Oh, I can never understand their accent." And I think to myself, yes, because I truly believe before you actually experience a country, you can never truly understand its people. So, my situation was one that forced me to travel the world. It was one that because of my dad's job. But if I had the choice, I would choose to do it all over again. It's a matter of mentality, whether you take it positively or negatively, whether you take it as a cup half full or the cup half empty. And if I can take it positively at such a young age, you can too. So go, travel the world, explore new cultures, take that leap, and become true pioneers of tomorrow. Thank you.